Yeah, so my name's Jamie Kimbig. I'm the managing director of Evomark. So we're a digital marketing based business based in Dorset. So we help sort of local businesses and national businesses grow on the digital landscape. So we really try and help them cover as many sectors from web design through to SEO, Google Ads management, hosting, branding, digital. So pretty much if it's on digital, then we'll obviously help and support it. And I think for us, it's having that all-in-one solution rather than having to sort of go through multiple companies to get different services. And we're very much based around long-term relationships. So we really want to work with our clients more on a long-term basis. And that's obviously not just us selling our services, that's actually us helping them grow as well. Yeah, so myself and so Kenny Turner, who's our other director, so we met probably about 5 years ago. My sort of previous career background was very much retail and management. So I managed a lot of sort of big teams, and Kenny's background is very much the digital landscape. So he's been in digital for, well, you probably wouldn't like me to say this, but well over 25, 30 plus years. And we just came through, it was actually golf. I was working with a golf company and our paths crossed, and conversations as they do led to one, and we just wanted to sort of join forces. So we effectively started Evomark up in August of 23 with a good team. Kenny obviously leading the more the development side of the business, and then me coming in terms of the organisation, the structure, the leadership, and managing people, communication, which I think in some sort of previous businesses I've sort of seen opportunities where hopefully we've been able to bring that across to Evomark now, in terms of how we can be just very, very good communications back, not only from client perspective, but obviously from our side as well, which I think sometimes in some agencies it can get lost, which is why I hope that's something that we sort of promote quite strongly, that our communication is very, very good and very clear. Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm sort of relatively Dorset born and bred, so I've always got a sort of the Dorset, Hampshire, South Coast. But obviously I have got a client base that's nationwide. So I've got clients up in North Wales and quite as far as Scotland, but near enough. Our service is obviously where sometimes the relationship building for us works well. I do like to a little bit old school. I still like to go and actually see people face to face. So sometimes those meetings are a little bit easier when the clients are a little bit local. But in essence, it is a nationwide coverage. We can work anyone in the UK, but of course, obviously, where we're based in Poole, in Dorset, our kind of core customer is more in the Dorset, Hampshire area. We cover kind of all sizes really. We've got sort of one-man band painter and decorators to national franchises. We very much sort of stick on the ethos that we're small enough to cope large scales. So we've got that kind of where we can help the one man band local tradesmen up to a 20, 30 plus national franchise company. So we do have quite a good team around us that can cover both. And I like helping the franchises as much as I do love helping the local people as well. Obviously with that sort of Dorset based affiliation that I've got, but we've got quite a good coverage across client sizes. Yeah, I think so. The bit that I suppose I pride us on is like everything, having a conversation first. There's a lot of research and background and learning about stuff and information before you go into sort of going any further. So again, if it can be a face-to-face meeting organisation, great. If that can't happen, then obviously Teams is now one of the next best. And we like to learn about the customer first. We like to learn about, if it's an industry that maybe we don't have necessarily already an involvement in, we'll learn it. If it means we're already working with someone in that industry and we've already got that knowledge, then we can pass on that initial stage. And I think having a conversation, it goes a long way. I think for us, listening's always I spent 20 years on a retail shop floor listening to lots of people. So one of my skills is I'm very keen on actually listening, absorbing in what someone's telling me and then trying to offer some sort of credible and reliable feedback that comes from an honest place, which is always I think important. One thing we're very keen here is we don't carry the emotion into it, but we look at it from a very outside perspective. So we're trying to sort of look at all angles of what the customer's looking for. If it is website, the design covering not only what the customer likes, but what the client will like, but also what Google likes, and trying to cover all those aspects in a not just going down one lane and having multiple options and multiple choices. So, but definitely a starting phone call is always the best starting point with us. Yeah, so obviously multiple ways. Obviously, we've got our website at evomark.co.uk. So we've got obviously a list of our services and then a contact form. Obviously, our contact number. So obviously, we've got our My Google Business profile, which has obviously our direct number, which is 01202 790 300. And now that normally comes straight through to me. So I will normally pick up most of the inbound calls as well. I sort of tend to hold and manage all the inbounding clients, and then obviously our kind of onboarding clients or clients that are already with us have got direct access to the relevant staff member who is either dealing with them directly or so that's probably the best way to get hold of us to start with.